Hi guys, this is a video tutorial on how to use Flipgrid. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about how to turn in assignments. By now you should have completed most of your packet. If you haven't done so yet, that's okay. I'll be flexible with the date that you guys turn it in, but I do want to see at least something by the end of this week. So whether it be your gesture hand practice, or maybe you finished the gesture hands, or there was an assignment that was due before we left for distance learning, and that was the gridded portrait. So hopefully those are done. If they're not, you're probably getting a little bit behind. So make sure that you're putting forth anywhere from 20 minutes to a half hour a day towards your art if you can. If not, work on it over the weekend. I know that kind of stinks to work on stuff over the weekend, especially with this whole distance learning thing. It's a lot different. Learning's a lot different when you're learning online. A lot of stuff gets put on you. So I totally understand that. If you are struggling, please email me. You can also use Google Hangouts to message me if you would like to. It works kind of like Facebook Messenger if you've ever used that before. Yeah, so I want to get into Flipgrid today so that you can start submitting some assignments, because I need grades for you guys. So on Google Classroom, you're going to find this little link that's here that says turn in assignments using Flipgrid. But I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about also in your assignment pages. So let's go to classwork, because I feel like that stream is a little bit easier to manage. So gridded portraits, that one in particular, if you could upload that today, that would be terrific. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what you're going to find underneath these little subheadings. So here you're going to find your task. This is normally a message from me about your work. You'll also find your project rubric that's in here. So I'll click on that so you can check that out. Make sure that you're meeting all of those requirements. If you're not, go back into your work and rework it before you submit it to me. Okay, so for example, let's scroll down here a little bit. I'll make this larger for you so you can see it. Perfect. All right. So we have an example that's here of what your final drawing, the quality of your final drawing should look like. Your objective is down here. It tells you a little bit about Egyptian artists and how they use the grid system to accurately copy or enlarge images. And you're going to choose a reference image. We did that in class. You created a 1-inch grid, and then you blew it up using the strategy that I showed you guys with fractions, how you can enlarge on the 18 by 24 paper. And then you're taking your time and you're drawing what's in the smaller grid onto the larger grid on your 18 by 24 drawing paper. Remember, you're supposed to be paying attention to where lines are in relationship to the space that you're drawing in. So you're looking at each individual square and drawing what the contour lines that you see in each square. And then you're looking at proportions and values of the whole thing overall. So if you see some things that are a little off, don't just settle. Go back in and really look at, your grid. Okay, so down here on the back is your artist statement. We haven't written artist statements in quite some time, it feels like. So let's get back into it. Remember, an artist statement is a reflection on your process as an artist. So you should be thinking about, how you created your art, maybe what inspired it. Think about parts that are most successful or things that are least successful, maybe things that you struggled with. What's the purpose of your artwork? What story are you trying to tell? Those kind of things. And you can talk about anything. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples. Okay. So instead of writing this out like I normally have you guys do, we're going to use an app called Flipgrid. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. All right. And before I get into Flipgrid, I just wanted to let you know that the PowerPoint that I shared with you in class is there too, in case if you need to look at that for some reason. All right, so I'm going to click on this Flipgrid, and I create a link for every single project. So that link that's under the gridded portraits, you're going to use to submit your gridded portrait drawing. Okay, so you're going to log in with Google. Make sure that you are using your school Google account. We have grid portrait drawings. Oh, I like that background. That's really cool. Up here at the top, you can log in, you can log out. You can also see some, if you click on, I believe if you click on this, right, this says educator login, but if you had this for other classes too, I think you can like switch and go see the other grids that you've applied to. And then this is night mode. If you wanted to turn this on and off, maybe you're working on this at night. That might be easier on your eyes. So down here, I'm just going to keep scrolling. It says, welcome to Flipgrid. Tap the green plus below to open the Flipgrid camera, then record a short video. Okay, so I'm going to go scroll down, and here's our green button. So we're going to click on this green button. Give it a second to open up. I'm going to flip this around because I'm using my camera on my laptop, and there's a camera on the front and the back. So now it's facing me. Perfect. And behind me, I'm in my basement. This is kind of my hub down here because I get messy with my art stuff, so it doesn't leave and go to the rest of the house. There's also an elliptical behind me. It's a little dusty. Anyhow, and some other fun stuff around me. So I apologize for the appearance behind me, but focus on the video part. So here we are. The camera opens up after you click on the little green icon, and it doesn't automatically start filming. There's a couple things that you can do before you start filming if you want to have some fun. That works a little bit like Snapchat. You can add filters. I haven't done this part yet, so I'll do this. What's this? Super warm. Whoa. Okay, don't use that. What is this thing? Oh, we don't want to use any of these, so don't use filters. You can add text if you wanted to, or maybe you just woke up and you want people to look at you, because remember, if I haven't told you yet, your peers can see these videos too, which is kind of fun because then they get to see your artwork, you get to see theirs. You can also comment on them. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So I can click on this little guy. Maybe I don't want you guys to see my messy hair today. And I can put that over my face if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm just going to put this up here. All right, when you're ready to record, and there's a whole bunch of things. You can play around with these on your own time. When you're ready to record, you're going to hit the red camera down on the bottom. It's going to count down to prepare you for your video. Now, around the plus sign, there's this little, it looks like a timer, right? This white line that's going around it. What that's doing is it's telling you how much time you have left to record. And you only have 1 minute and 30 seconds to record. So you don't have to do this big long spiel for me. Okay, I'm looking for something short and sweet and that, tells me a little bit about your artwork. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, I'm just going to use my sketchbook and open it up. And you're going to take your artwork. You're going to here, Mrs. Decline, this is my portrait, my gridded portrait. And this was a really good learning experience for me. I think I was successful in drawing the person. I chose this photo because it's a picture of an owl, and I really like owls. I also wanted to challenge myself with shading and textures, so that's another reason why I chose this photo. I think I was successful in doing both. Areas that I need to work on is maybe adding a background. Okay, so that tells me 5 things. Actually, I think I gave you a little bit more than 5 things about my artwork. And then you can set that off to the side. And when you're done, you're going to hit the pause button. That's going to end your video. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of this. You can hit next. Or if you don't like your video, you can always click on this redo, and then it'll bring you back to the beginning. So I'm going to hit next to prepare you for your video. Now around the plus. All right, I'm going to pause that. So it's going to start automatically playing you back the video. So if you want to watch it before you post it, at this point, nobody can see your video, only you. So if you like what you see, you can click next. And these are the frames that are popping up of my video. So I'm going to hit next. And in this screen, what it's going to ask you for is for a selfie photo, because when they post your photos on Flipgrid, it's kind of like Facebook. You know how you have like your Facebook profile picture? Well, you get like a Flipgrid profile picture too for each individual flip that you do, or each individual video that you do. So you're going to just take a selfie. It's the same thing. There's a bunch of crazy, I never clicked on this one before. Whee! Oh, I can draw lines. Oh, that's kind of neat. All right, and then when you like it, you're going to hit your camera. Right? If you don't like it, you can hit redo. And then you can hit next when you're all done. And this takes a little while, so don't just exit out of this. There we go. What it's doing is it's preparing your video for the grid. Wow, and this one's taking a long time. I don't know why. Maybe there's a lot of people that are using it. So once it's all uploaded, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you for your name. Please leave it alone. It's going to have your name from your Google account. Underneath there, you can write a title of this grid. You don't have to necessarily put that in, but you could put in, this is my grid drawing. And then you're going to hit next. And then once it's all done, I think my computer might be freezing or something. Let's see what's going on here. Oh no, I bet you deleted it. But once you're all done, let's see if maybe it stayed. Let's X out of here. Oh, it didn't. But once you're all done, it does pop up here on your recorded responses. Okay. So please go ahead and do that for each one of your assignments. So there's one under, a Flipgrid link that's here. That one's for your gridded portraits. You'll know because once you get there, it says grid portrait drawing. So make sure that you're submitting the right assignment to each one. So underneath gesture drawing, I'm just going to go down here to gesture drawings of the figure that was posted today. There's a short video on this this page that's really good on telling you how to get started with figure drawing. And you guys can, if you don't have somebody to pose for you in person, you can use the reference images that he shows you in the video, or you can find your own on Google. Okay. Here's our gesture drawing packet is in there. Your rubric is in here. And then this is your flip, right? We're going to click on this one now in order for you to submit the work for this assignment. Ta-da, right? And it'll look like this. Gesture figure drawings, you're going to do the same thing. Okay. Under March 19th, I just want to tell you guys, well, before we go back. Okay. For your figure drawing and your drawing of your hands, all right, what I want you to do in this flip, and make sure that you're reading this in the comments, it tells you exactly what I want you guys to put in your flip. So it says, see pages 5 and 6 of your gesture drawing packet, follow the link below, and watch the video on drawing the figure. This will help you understand how to draw the human figure. If you cannot view the video, read the step-by-step instructions. And there are step-by-step instructions in case the video is blocked for you guys. Then complete your classwork on page 5. When ready, complete your final figure drawing assignment described on page 6. So I'm talking about this page here in the gesture drawing packet. Right, we're going to scroll down here. How to draw gestures, right? That was the first day. This was the second and the third day. All right, so here's 5. This is what you guys are going to be doing on the newsprint. There's a little example there, but remember, you got to draw 10 different poses. And then here is your final one. Okay, so you're going to pick, your best artwork, right, to complete. All right, so these two assignments, the assignment on page 5 and page 6, I want to see in your video. So it says here, when ready, complete your final figure drawing assignment described on page 6. When finished with both activities, create a Flipgrid video showing me your work, and don't forget to include your artist statement. So same thing, you're going to show me your practice. For the practice one on page 5, you don't have to do an artist statement for that. But for page 6, that's your final artwork. Make sure that you're including a brief artist statement. Okay, and just hold up in front of the screen, the artwork. All right, underneath here where it says March 19th, I should write 19th and 20th. It's the same thing. I want to see those practice hands that we drew. And then I also want to see your finished hand also in that video. And here is the link down here for that assignment as well. Okay. I think that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, you can always write in the comments. Mine says view assignment, but I think once you guys click on it, there's like a comment page. You can send me some comments. You can send me individualized comments too. Email me. Like I said, Google Hangouts, all those good things. I look forward to seeing your work, and try to get me something by Friday because I want to start getting some grades into eSchool data. Okay. Thanks, guys.